Those people out there are nuts.
This time on the season finale of Heavy Rescue 401.
The terrain between Hope and Toronto, it's so different.
The team from Highway Through Hell.
It's just way different obstacles to overcome.
And the 401 crew.
You just feel the wind going by your head.
Size up heavy recovery.
Wow. These are trucks that guys used to run back in the 70s.
In the mountains of BC.
That's pretty amazing stuff.
And the mayhem of Ontario. On North America's busiest highway. Hundreds of thousands of drivers depend on the men and women who risk it all to keep the roads safe. Because closure is not an option.
Highways here. There's no room for error.
Toronto units in 401 westbound in the express.
That's up like crazy. They're gonna be there for a while.
This truck is split right in half.
18 lanes has got to be insane to actually operate in. You got, high volume, high speeds, just nonstop.
Can you just watch my back?
The terrain between Hope and Toronto, it's so different. I just sit back and I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
It's kind of like a snake moving around.
Just like some viper that's gonna take you.
It will bite you, and then you're gonna stuck in the traffic whole day. Right there, right on the top of the ramp.
Their traffic volume is absolutely insane. It's mind-blowing to watch.
Who wants say two?
Text to go ahead.
Oh, this don't look good.
You got the ripple effect.
Single vehicle into the guardrail with extensive damage.
Boom, 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 boom.
Holy.
First accident, second accident. You can have 5, 6 accidents in a row, all within a kilometer stretch.
Traffic was coming to a stop. I came to a stop. And then I heard the crunching and slamming, and I'm surprised that driver lived.
All right, can I get my truck right here? Yeah. Okay. Getting to a scene or clearing it up, there's a huge amount of pressure because I just always want to do a good job. We got a huge amount of volume waiting behind us. We got to get this open. Just tell everybody stand back.
But when you have that much chaos, that many cars crashing at one time, all those people.
Oh, the cops are rushing us now. We got to start working on this one right away. Hey, here we go. We're going up.
Those guys are really under the gun. I don't know how they do it. I really don't.
Okay, suck it in. The highway's got to get open. Can't do the job. They'll get somebody there that can.
Freaking nightmare gong show.
Those people out there are nuts, the way they drive.
It's almost like the game of Frogger where you see cars going in and out, just trying to get ahead.
You make a one mistake, the whole highway's shut down.
You got these multi-car pileups.
It's just a ginormous mess. You'll see it.
It's just a war zone. Destruction everywhere.
Big accident of the year, I guess.
Oh my God, this is huge.
About 40 cars and tractor trailers. I drive tow truck before, but I never seen an accident like that.
For them, an hour closure could mean miles of backup of traffic.
What a mess that is.
There was an accident out here a few years ago, and there was 96 vehicles involved. It takes a good number of hours to clean up that number of vehicles off the road.
It's just horrendous to even think of that. That sort of stuff doesn't happen out here. There they deal more with momentum. Here we deal more with gravity. trying to go up or you're trying to go down.
That looks like it was a hell of a ride.
When you're in the mountain, you know, you're dealing with cliffs, rocks,
It's all coming down.
steep curves.
It's either icy or dirty rotten.
With the terrain between us and BC, the biggest difference is that they have monster cliffs. We have ditches.
They're used to these big, broad interstates, and we don't have that here. We've got narrow little hick town roads.
The canyon's closed.
Trucks jackknifed on a bridge. It's going to be a while to get them out of here.
For example, the Spasm Bridge accident. How do you operate in that tight little narrow area? You're squeezed.
I hate this bridge. It's spooky.
Even after being in the business so long, when you get to these wrecks, you're still amazed at how something like that could happen. I get scared of heights here. You look right down there. Don't.
Looking over the railing with no guardrails, like 300 feet, I tensed up just feeling it. Like, it looked pretty sketchy.
Slide back, eh?
We're working in some really tight quarters here. We're right on the edge of the railing, basically trying to unravel this thing.
There we go, buddy.
We don't have anything like that around here. Even some of our railroad bridges aren't that high.
Ah!
I'd like to get out there and try working in that area just because of the terrain.
You know, out in BC, they've got sheer drops. They got avalanches, rocks falling off the mountains. Here in Toronto, we have a lot of man-made hazards.
And when we're out hooking up in a live lane, it's very dangerous. We all don't want to do it, especially when cars and trucks are just zinging by, they're not moving over.
All of a sudden, a tractor trailer goes by. If you don't have your footing, the pressure of the wind hitting you will knock you off your feet.
I would probably feel like a dog stuck out in the middle of the highway. They're running around in circles, likely to get hit.
I've had a couple of close calls where, you know, a piece of the mirror hit me.
Lady? Cars, look at these cars.
You could just feel the wind going by your head, right?
You know, I gotta take my hat off to those guys because I just feel the danger. You know, I get pins and needles in the back of my spine. You know, watching him try to get out of his truck. Amazing.
When I watch John trying to get out of his truck there, that's crazy. We all do it. Just when you see somebody else doing it, how close, you know, you are in the danger zone, like you're right there. Just any second, slight move, you're dead if somebody hits you.
Seeing John, you know, trying to shimmy down the side of his truck. Well, I could see that. He just wishes he didn't have one more coat of paint on to get him that much further off the road. It's basically, it's Russian roulette.
It's pretty scary out there on the side of the road. But at the end of the day, I got a job to do. I'm gonna do it.
Out here in BC, a lot of our jobs
Wow, scary ride, man.
are up in the back roads of the bush or the middle of nowhere, which presents a whole other danger all on its own.
Up in the mountain dealing with this type of terrain, it's not just a regular ditch like in the city. There's a lot of obstacles to overcome.
Holy.
It sounds like the water's rushing pretty good.
That's huge, dealing with stuff way down there and trying to pull it up.
Somebody's gonna be a little chilly.
Off-road towing it for us, it's a ton of different challenges put into one.
Hold it there. There's a trees and, you know, there's a big rock. you're gonna have to bring it all the way up. It's a tough job.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, out of here. Time to dry off.
Holy, somebody's having a bad day.
The biggest thing between BC and back east, it's just way different obstacles to overcome.
I don't know how the hell he got there.
Yeah, it's definitely not a call that you hear every day, a vehicle running into a building. Holy cow, man. Good Lord.
It's very scary. If the truck comes out anymore, the rest of this brick will come down. So that's our main concern right now, is not to take down the rest of the building. There we go.
They're in a very city-type setting.
How far till we come off? Probably an inch.
And I feel that their conditions, their workplace is a lot more dangerous than ours.
Any second.
It could have been a house of cards, and it would have come down 2 stories all out onto the road. It kind of makes your heart skip a beat.
That's it. Good.
That just shows you never know what you're gonna get.
Pretty scary out there.
Out in Ontario, you get sudden temperature changes. Oh boy.
Look at that. Here we go.
And it's just started snowing.
You got a wet road, you've got high traffic volume, and the temperature drops a couple of degrees, you got a recipe for disaster.
Everything's icing up. Oh, there's another one, guys. See how fast? See how fast? All around us.
Got a guy who spun out on the smasher in the fast lane.
In the heavy wrecker business, there's huge, huge differences between Hope, BC, and Toronto. But we all have one enemy. It's Mother Nature.
An accident waiting to happen, eh?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude.
When weather hits like this here in Ontario, it does not take long. It's called lake effect snow. The winds pick up, they come in.
We have severe snow squalls.
Literally, you just cannot see your hand in front of your face.
All you can hear is vehicles getting smashed up, and you don't know where it is. It's really dangerous.
Holy, 3 more vehicles in the ditch, 4, 5.
I've been in it back east. It's not fun. There's no mountains to stop it. It comes howling off of that lake and it hits you like a sledgehammer.
Became completely whiteout conditions.
There was a sheet of ice. We couldn't control the car whatsoever.
So a few years ago, we had what we deemed Snowmageddon come through this area. We had hundreds of cars and trucks that were stranded out on the 402. It was literally just something you'd see out of a movie.
It's starting to pick up. Stand up there with him. Yeah. And I'll tell you if he needs to stop. Okay.
It gets so bad out there that sometimes your actual eyelashes freeze shut. You can't breathe. You can't even speak because it's so cold.
It just feels like pins and needles coming at your face, and it hurts.
I see minus 20, minus 30, minus 40. My hat goes off to those guys because that takes a lot out of you.
Extreme snowfall warning tonight.
Out here, you'll get a big system coming off the ocean. And the valley is shaped like a funnel.
Snowing like from the one side of the head all the way to Juliet.
The Coquihalla is at the narrow end of that funnel.
It's raining down here at the bottom, and then in 20 minutes you can be up the hill into heavy whiteout conditions, and you're fighting the battle.
We've seen 9 cars in the ditch so far, a couple flip trucks, 2 smashed up semis, just a little ridiculous.
Come on, buddy.
We're operating in some of the worst driving conditions in the world.
Look at him go. Boy, I bet you bricks.
The snow in BC is very wet, very dense. The resistance from the snowpack would be a lot higher than the resistance in Ontario. Same rigs, same everything. the snow is going to make a difference in your job.
Just snapped it right off.
It's just sucked in there so good.
It's like the snow is a big hand and it has a hold of that truck.
Well, there in BC, the heavy snow, the wet snow, the slush.
Sakes, man.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's coming down hard in snow right now. Here it comes.
We do have the equivalent. We have snow that comes in from the Gulf of Mexico.
Traffic is extremely heavy and the weather and visibility are bad.
We can get 30, 35 centimeters at a time.
When does this portion hit us?
Or we could end up with a half an inch or 3/4 of an inch of freezing rain. And that stuff's really crazy to work in.
She turned ice in a matter of minutes on us, so she's pretty slick.
You can't walk, you can't drive. The rigging will slip around on it, and that can be very dangerous.
Nice and slow, slow and steady.
If we go through a period of freezing rain, and then it starts to snow.
Holy smokes. Yeah, she's snowing pretty good.
First, you put a layer of ice down, and now you're going to cover it up so no one can see it.
Sonny, make your way down there, Sonny. Sonny, you go in there, Sonny.
We had a situation.
Be careful when you come down the hill here, Sonny. It's very slippery, buddy.
There is ice on the hill. The trucks slide all the way down. It's ice. I put all the brakes. It's not stopping. It keeps sliding.
Sonny! Sonny!
I've driven in those conditions before, and it is scary. Because you can't feel the road, you can't hear your tires.
Seeing Sonny operate like that, I can relate.
I was almost in the ditch. Wow.
You're trying to get the job done, and now all of a sudden you're stuck in an icy truck trap.
Tell them to drive slowly, okay?
I know how Al and Gold handle the stuff, so that's how I do it.
Drive!
And I'm gonna hook it up. I'm gonna keep going. That's what I'm gonna do, like as they doing. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, we got the road open.
If what we do helps him out, hey, a good idea is a good idea. Feel free to use it.
Just started on the top of the coke here.
That's probably the most problem for us on the Coquihalla is these guys from Ontario and back east that don't use tire chains, used to flat ground.
Oh, look at that. Snow socks. We don't use those in BC, buddy.
And now all of a sudden they're thrown into an 8.5% grade with wet, icy snow.
Hang on, we're going up the hill. Some kind of a condom or something. I don't know what that was.
What are you doing? Don't! Stop! Stop! What are you doing?
When I see Gordon and Al dealing with truckers,
You're blocking the highway.
that's got to get frustrating for them.
I don't care about the money. Shut up. Get in the truck. I'm gonna get you off the hill.
I can see why they get worked up too sometimes there, especially Gord there.
I'm gonna teach him a lesson.
He's going to go up the hill whether he likes it or not.
You know, when you're winter on that mountain, you can count on pulling semis up that hill and pulling them out of the ditch.
Come on, sweetheart. We were able to get it bust loose with the power of the Vulcan V100 wrecker.
The Vulcan wrecker is military-based. They're originally built as tank retrievers, made to go into battle. It's a very good wrecker.
Here goes a little yeehaw moment.
The rotator for me, it's just a big cumbersome piece of iron. I don't really care about the chrome, the lights, and the dazzle. I just want to be able to boom up and pull.
Unlike Jamie and Al out there, we have a lot of rotators here in Ontario. It makes it a lot quicker for clearing highways.
How long before you have it out of the ditch, do you think?
hoping about 90 minutes.
With the ability to work off the side of the truck, we can wheel up in the rotator, you know, use a lane and a half, and still get the job done. We got to keep the traffic moving, so around here, the rotators are a real asset.
We're a team, me and the truck.
I've had conversations with Jamie. When I told him what I do with my rotator on a daily basis, I heard his jaw hit his desk.
You become pretty close to the machine. You know, you are it, and it's you. This is the last trip for me in the rotator. I really love my rotator, but at the end of the day, we had too many trucks. It's hard for you to get rid of one of your favorite trucks. I was in tears when I sold it.
You know, it's not about the truck, it's about the operator.
A bit of a pull here.
And, you know, Jamie's proven it. He's back into an old Homes. These are trucks that guys used to run back in the 70s.
Wow.
This is what Jamie's doing out there, so you know what? Thumbs up.
Some recoveries are so big that, you know, you just can't handle these by yourself.
There are 3 of them right in a row.
All of us working in unison to open up the highway as quick as we can.
Ordered the hurricane. I just got put in midair. It's just hung on for dear life.
Damn, that's a big truck.
There's a turtle on its back.
Yeah, that must have been a holy moment while he was going over anyways. Al and I, we work really, really well together.
We're gonna be doing some pulling. Hopefully we're not outgunned.
We know what each other is gonna do. We know what each other needs to do.
Can you grab me a big 3/4 chain with 1 hook?
You mean this one?
Yeah.
And we simply get it done.
You know, Al and Gord are a team. When you work together that much, you know what's going on.
I depend on him.
Got it.
You need to know that that guy can handle everything that you can handle and more.
We just might get lucky.
He's been on enough jobs with me and my dad
There she's rolling.
to know how we're gonna rig.
Beautiful.
It's like basically having a brother running the other wrecker.
It's amazing what you guys can do.
Not every guy gets to work with a guy like Gord.
Careful.
Fortunately, I've got Bubba.
Ready to rock and roll.
Bubba's like my go-to guy. I call him, he goes.
And we'll get out of here in a timely fashion.
We've worked over 100 wrecks together.
You ready?
You kind of get comfortable working with each other, and you just develop little things. You know, when he's just chirping like a bird, I know he's just doing a little bit at a time.
Nice and slow.
And, you know, when I tell him to go, then he can go. Almost similar to baseball, you know, where they get flailing their hands around a little bit.
Good.
And we do that, and we know what each other needs, so we just get her done.
Crossing the ditch, so it's gonna be a while. There are 3 of them right in a row.
Some recoveries are so big that, you know, you just can't handle these by yourself. 3 different companies working with 8 trucks
She froze overnight.
on 3 different wrecks, all 3 coming out at the same time.
Hey, Ricky.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Good to see you, man. I knew we'd get out on a wreck together.
Yes, finally.
One of the guys on the wreck here was Rick Renders, but we lovingly know him as Bear. Rick was kind of my mentor as I was getting into this industry.
I'm very proud to see what Gary's become.
These are guys that do the exact same thing that I do, so there is a bond that's formed between us.
Let's pull it, Rick.
And that day, the brotherhood played out like we could never have predicted.
Two feet from hitting me. If that had connected with me, I might not be here right now.
I'll stand here with me, behind me.
Gary's son is getting into this industry. He's gonna want to see this because it could happen to him.
can happen to any of us.
Okay, hold her there, guys.
We all care for each other, and that's part of the brotherhood.
See what we're up against. Hopefully I don't lose my hard hat today.
We're all in this game together.
Who ordered the hurricane?
And sometimes you have to work with other companies.
Where's that kite?
I just got put in midair. I was about 8 feet in the air. I just hung on for dear life.
We needed 2 big wreckers on it right now.
We're gonna do an Alder Grove jelly roll.
My initial reaction is it's out of my element, but it's an opportunity for me to learn the Alder Grove jelly roll.
Okay, no worries, he'll walk you through it.
An Alder Grove jelly roll is an ender-all done our way, with a little bit of finesse and a little bit of skill.
Okay, be careful.
And no matter how long you do this job or how much experience you get,
Just keep that tire skipping right on the ground.
to continue being successful, you need to learn from each other.
Let it down on your red, let it down on your red.
It was a great opportunity, and I really enjoyed it.
Well, you taught me something today, Al. That was a first for the Alder Grove jelly roll. Nice job.
Adrenaline rush in the wind like that.
It came up, wheels just slid, set over beautifully.
Just like you knew what the hell you were doing.
You'd almost think I'd done a jelly roll before.
We got to try to have a fun relationship with some guys.
What's going on, John? This truck's more your speed, eh?
Yeah. Me and Kevin, we're great friends. And, you know, our whole life is a competition with each other. You know, we're always trying to one-up each other. Our flatbed got bogged out, stuck. And he's got the loader, so I sucked my pride up and called and asked for some help.
You ready? That nice and easy?
He's pulling. Wheels are turning. Mud's flying.
There we go, there we go.
John did the right thing by calling me. Because he knows I always, got his back and always tried to make him look good. So that's what I did.
Well, we got him.
Yeah, well, as soon as I told him what to do, it came right out, and we're out of there.
There's going to be times where I'm in a jam or I need help. They're going to come and help me. They better.
No. You don't get them upside down very often.
Every day is different.
Oh, what happened there?
You don't know what you're gonna come across.
It's amazing what moves up and down these highways.
What we have is a great big Greek salad.
Some of these loads are unforgettable.
See the wreckage, it's unbelievable.
Hot sauce on everything.
Some of them are dangerous. And some of these jobs put our skills to the test.
That is a hell of a long ways down. Oh, boy.
It's a 40-foot sea can with a load of cases of whiskey inside. We'd like to try to drink our way to the bottom, but we don't think they will allow it.
Booze, yeah, out of Toronto.
Oh, we got leakage. Smell the whiskey.
We've had a few of them that rolled over. Beer, vodka, rum. Dealing with them, it's pretty fun, right? Seeing all that alcohol. If people like alcohol.
There you go.
Guys in the East handle lots of booze wrecks, but we get the best.
Like the fist of God came down on it.
That was just like an explosion of wine on the highway.
Yeah, that's quite the mess. Next question, was it good wine?
I love wine.
That's what we're liking. Nice dry road.
All kidding aside, we have a lot of heavy truck traffic.
Everything you have, except for your children, has rolled down this 401.
Everything that's made, everything that's manufactured, like auto parts.
Big slabs of steel coils.
It's quite a mess, actually.
You never know where you're gonna get, right?
Alrighty. I've done coils, but that's all solid, right?
These big steel rolls, I've never seen that before.
Where are you taking the load? Oh.
I was just thinking to myself, holy, how am I gonna pick this up?
Yeah, it could be tricky and dangerous, right? Because it's 20,000 pounds of steel.
Steel's not fun to handle, and it's difficult to tie down.
Oh, God. If it's rolling at you, there's no way you're gonna stop it.
We gotta get some wood here, okay, guys?
So I come up with a pretty effective plan with our wood bumpers to get our straps underneath it.
Just watch it doesn't turn, all right? Go this way, let's go this way. We saved the day, man.
We see steel out here, but not as much as we see wood.
Every tow man wants to catch a big fish. And this is a whopper. The logging truck, 700 feet straight down this god-awful cliff.
Long ways down. Oh, boy.
That's pretty amazing stuff.
It's coming down.
Al is a special kind of crazy.
Crawling 700 feet down in a ditch to pull a vehicle out, and we're crawling, you know, sometimes 60.
Okay, pull her up there, Gord. Tighten her up again.
All righty.
In BC, there's no room for error. They have a failure, their truck's gone off the side of a mountain.
You're literally working blind. I cannot see what I'm pulling on.
It's just amazing to watch what they bring up and how they do it.
Been doing this for a long time. And you get that sixth sense. That truck will talk to you. It'll tell you what it's doing. You can hear it, you can feel it, you can hear the cable singing. You know when you're pulling hard. See the light at the end of the tunnel.
And you need to know when you're starting to reach the limits. I'm hearing sounds that I don't like. I'm concerned. The pitch changes and you're listening for that. I knew that the truck just wasn't moving. And I said, whoa, let's stop. Unfortunately, the message didn't get through quick enough, I guess.
If you don't pay attention, you're not listening to everything, you can have big failures.
That can happen to any of us.
Half of this is probably rubbernecking, you know.
It's dangerous, but it's not so much us, it's the other drivers that are in a hurry.
We have drivers breaking the law, trying to get around traffic.
They don't get it. They don't get it.
People do stupid things. And then, like, I slam on the brake.
Traffic is extremely heavy.
We have a lot of eyes on us all the time. You know, the highways usually have cameras on them.
We have a collision.
Vehicle into a light standard, unknown injury.
2 tows unseen.
These guys have all these TV cameras around that somebody is actually watching and can get help rolling.
10-4, I'll notify OPP.
When the roads close down here, they'll have the OPP there, they'll have many sergeants. There's a lot of people that show up to get it open. It's pulling very hard on the fifth wheel here. The trailer's actually sitting on the tires. It's too dangerous to close down multiple lanes to transfer the load over. And you know what? That's when I said, let's go.
Rolling closure, let's do it. Take it right to Kennedy Road if it's going good, buddy. Just keep going. Hey, no, it's not a big if, it's gonna happen.
I can't see out of these mirrors.
Thinking to myself, this is crazy. This isn't gonna work.
It's like a bunch of eggs in a wet grocery bag. It's just the weight hanging on it. It just could come apart at any time.
Yeah, Charles, that's good speed there, buddy. How's it feel?
I can smell the rubber burning a bit.
I can smell a little bit too.
Seeing James out in the middle of the Highway 401 there, that's risky. That's like juggling hand grenades with no pins in.
I just want to get this thing to the shoulder before she comes apart.
It could be the next bump. It could be the next wiggle. That detonates that whole explosion of parcels, packages, things that you don't really want to be hand bombing in the middle of traffic.
You're good. Keep going. Don't just slow. Come way back over here. Easy, Charles.
That's it, buddy. Park it.
It's off our highway, and we did it in a very timely fashion, so it was a perfect scenario.
My hat's off to him for pulling that thing down the highway, because I wouldn't have wanted to try that. That looked nasty.
That was interesting, eh?
She's a white knuckle, buddy.
Holy crap, that was cool.
When you're in a city center and you dial 911, you're able to dispatch EMS or fire or police, whatever, almost instantaneously. Up there, that is not the case at all. You're a long ways from home.
Take the windows out both by that truck.
The reality is we don't have fire services. The thing's on fire, it's blocking the highway, and it's got to be moved. That's the end of that.
It just makes you think, wow.
Hard on the lungs, man.
He's doing it all. He's trying to put out the fire, trying to do everything himself.
We're not going to sit here 20 hours and watch this thing burn. I'm going to start limping down the road.
Fire on the deck. Holy cow, Davy Davis is on fire.
Need a little snow. We grabbed some shovels and some snow, and we kept beating the fire back. That's the way it gets done here.
I guess it's a little more Wild West for Jamie and Al out in that area. You know, here they'll send 2 fire departments, 3 fire departments to put a truck out.
We all have a job to do, and sometimes it feels like we're cleaning up somebody's stupidity.
I see a car cut me off, and then another guy just caught me right into it. And then, like, I slam on the brake. I did. If I hit the guy, he might have died.
People don't understand how dangerous it is on the highway.
Half of this is probably rubbernecking, you know. Everybody's gotta stop, take pictures.
It's everybody's slowing down to look, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that, you know, it really gets under your skin.
We just need people to just drive ahead and forget about the accident, look where they need to go.
We have drivers breaking the law, trying to get around traffic, taking shortcuts through a construction zone.
We're getting multiple 911 calls now reference this muddy road.
We have vehicles trying to merge with traffic that's going at full speed, and they're coming off of a muddy ditch. It puts everybody at risk.
On camera is a tractor trailer collide with a car.
Watching that clip blows my mind. Just not smart decisions.
And we have another collision that is completely unnecessary and completely preventable.
People's days are so busy. They're so enthralled with themselves and their own schedule, they don't take time to see obstructions on the side of the road.
Hey!
When you're driving by an accident scene,
Slow down!
you need to slow down and move over. Think about it as if it was your loved one at the side of the highway.
Brandon! Go! Go! Go!
Would you drive a little differently?
We're headed this morning down to line up a procession of tow trucks. This was somebody that I knew personally. He's the son of the guy that started the business, so I'm in the same situation.
When you have a child in the business and you lose them, you know, I couldn't even imagine what my dad would go through, let alone what this family's going through right now.
There's one tow truck driver killed every 6 days in North America. Family left behind, children left behind.
The message is we gotta slow down, gotta move over.
why should we lose our life because they're in a big hurry, right?
Until people smarten up and realize that slow down, move over means something, these incidents are going to continue to happen.
People don't realize how dangerous it is on the highway until they're sitting on the side of the highway and they're scared. They're literally scared shitless. They get in my truck, they're safe now.
How'd you like sitting on the side of the 400 being broke down there?
I broke on the middle of the highway.
It takes a certain type of person to do this job. And it takes a certain type of person to keep doing this job.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Save my day.
No problem. Anytime.
And then skating for how long?
10 million hours.
That's a long time. Mother Nature has a big part to play in how much time we get to spend at home. It takes its toll on you. Well, you might be out for 2 or 3 days straight and only home for a few hours and then back out again.
My wife, every single day, she make lunch and bring it to me. Because if I go, I don't know what time I'm gonna come back.
All right. Bye.
Careful.
I love you.
Oh, help me here!
Working long hours, we all sacrifice a lot.
Oh, my God.
Sometimes I ask myself, why am I doing it?
There you
But
go.
the next day, I go and do it because I love my job. I love what I do. And I like to help people.
Wow. Trailer's down. All right, buddy. Break it down, Glenn. Good job.
I think only the toughest people can survive in this business. And most towing companies are run by small family businesses. The kids who grow up in this business understanding it.
Okay, and then we want to give ourselves enough chain.
Yeah. You know, every kid loves a truck.
So it balances itself out.
Yeah. Even as a baby, he was driving around with me in the car seat once in a while and loved it. So, you know, they just get wrapped in it and it sucks you in and you're there.
I think it's a way of life, and I think that, you know, they're used to working together as a family. It's kind of a little bit like a farm, believe it or not, except we have trucks.
3 generations, and now we're getting into 4 generations.
Look!
I'm just every day trying to live up to the legacy of my dad and my grandpa.
3 months before my grandpa died, gave me some Super 8 movies of fishing a logging truck over across the river. And it would be so cool to see that footage, watching Grandpa pull that. And then fade into this.
You know, I wish he was still alive to see this job.
Towing's one of them things that either it's in you or it's not. I feel it's my duty.
It's moving. Keep it going.
What is it going to take for me to get the highway open?
Thank you very much for your professionalism.
Anytime. That's what we're here for.
The action's gone, so it'll move now.
My challenges are a lot different than their challenges, but yet we're all fighting for the same thing here. Get the job done as best as we can and make it home back to our families at the end of the day safely.
Nice job, dude.
People in this industry are there for you
Go ahead, Mark. Get it up.
every day of the week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
There you go.
One more truck off the road.
When we see that traffic rolling, yeah, it's just I say, hey, I was in that. I did that. I got the highway open.
Are they opening a westbound lane? Yes, they are.
Yeah, buddy.
Makes you feel good.
This winter on Heavy Rescue 401.
This is the 401. Everybody's in a hurry.
Man, it's so brutal. Like, come smash that thing hard.
Go, 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 go!
The nature of the game here in this area, fast. They want these roads open quick.
It's snowing so freaking hard you can't see.
We're getting multiple 911 calls.
We've been getting calls for collisions about 1 every 2 minutes.
Things are pretty dangerous out here. I want to get out of here. See how fast? See how fast? All around us.
The east side's backed up, way back.
Go, go! Move the truck! Move the truck!
On North America's busiest highway, hundreds of thousands of drivers depend on the men and women who risk it all to keep the roads safe. Because closure is not an option.
Backed up like crazy. They're gonna be there for a while.
Toronto, home to one of the busiest stretches of road anywhere in the world.
All the 400 series here in Toronto is just so busy, it's crazy.
Every day, close to 500,000 vehicles travel these highways.
Keep traffic flowing. That's the main goal out here.
Up to 18 lanes wide, the 401 is the backbone of the provincial highway network called the 400 series.
It's important these highways are moving at capacity at all times.
I've seen days where it could take 2 to 3 hours to go from one end of Toronto to the other.
The city and the nation depend on this traffic flowing.
The cost of the economy in terms of lost productivity because people are stuck in traffic is huge. And that's why it's so important for us to make sure that we can get these highways reopened as quickly as possible.
Know what happened there? Holy crap, eh?
At 11 a.m., just north of the city,
It's a mess. It looks like a world war came through here, eh?
a 40-vehicle pileup brings traffic to a dead stop.
What a mess that is. Big accident to the year, I guess.
We've got numerous vehicles involved in multi-collisions that happen southbound 400 south of King Road. We also have numerous injuries.
Highway 400 is Ontario's main north-south artery, branching off of Highway 401. Running 500 miles along the southern edge of the province, the 401 is the base of Ontario's massive network of 400 series highways. With the 400 shut down, thousands of vehicles destined for Toronto and beyond are stuck.
For the truck, I need everything. Go grab me everything, please.
Drivers on their way into the city need the road open. The police put out a call for help.
Heavy crash there off southbound 400.
Yeah, 5-6, I'm on my way.
John Allen, one of Toronto's top heavy tow operators, rolls out in his 40-ton rotator from Abrams Towing.
We are the biggest and we are the best.
After 25 years,
Is that good for you?
John's seen almost everything the highway can dish out.
Every job is different. Every job has its own speed bumps. Every job has its own challenges. And that's what we're out here to do, is to overcome these challenges. My #1 rule is, you got a job, do your job.
Hurry up, you know? Gotta get the highway open.
But John's not the only one heading for the 400.
Oh my God, it's a crazy accident.
After years driving light-duty trucks, Sonny Subramaniam just graduated to heavy rescue 2 months ago.
Police wants the highway open right away. And if I get there first, I got the job. Steve, go in.
Sonny fled to Canada with his family to escape civil war in Sri Lanka.
Canada helped us a lot, you know. We gotta thankful.
Just a few years ago, he was driving pizza delivery before Steve Pileup gave him a chance.
Look at this.
Where is it from? He's learning, so there's a lot to learn.
The bulk of Steve's business comes from chasing. When the police need a wreck cleared fast, they put out a call for the first available truck.
Steve is specialty. Yeah, Steve's throwing is very good at chasing.
But getting that good has taken an aggressive approach.
I'm like a snake because I'm like, you can beat me to the ground and I'll keep moving. I still want to come and bite you, and I will.
The way he does business is not the way the business should be run.
But Steve does have one driver that John respects.
Sonny, to me, seems like a really good kid. He wants to learn. He would be an excellent addition to our team here at Immerse.
But today, he's still the competition.
We're gonna go. We have to get there fast as we can.
Sounds like it's gonna be closed for a while, guys. Yeah, it was pretty ugly. I just found.
With a series of accidents bringing traffic to a standstill, one loaded semi couldn't stop in time, slamming into a car and losing its rear axles before crashing into the ditch.
Pretty impressive.
And John Allen wants to be the first one on scene.
Sounds like Steve's got it.
But today, he'll have to settle for second place.
The first time on a big wreck, so like I beat a guy who had a big truck, big rotator, and big experienced guy. Oh my God, this is huge. I have never seen a chaos like this in my life. No, this is a big wreck.
The rookie got there first, but now he's going to have to deliver.
Hey, I need a float, I need a float, I need a rotator.
Sonny will be taking on the biggest job here, the wrecked semi. His boss, Steve, is sending more drivers to help.
A little bit of a mess.
He said, oh, we can help you out. We don't need John Allen help. Like, we can get it done by ourselves.
I gotta bug out. If Steve's don't need me to give him a hand, I'm out of here. Don't get them all.
You know, I gotta get the winch out first, you know?
Sonny's been through heavy recovery training. Now, it's time to put it to work.
Then I'll get the boom extended.
And the police will be watching.
It's a big job here, eh? Holy crap.
125 miles west, the 401 splits off, forming Highway 402. And near the city of Sarnia,
We have severe snow squalls, almost zero visibility.
the local geography whips up intense snow squalls.
We got quite a bit of drifting snow across these roads.
Northern winds sweep in over the Great Lakes, picking up moisture that fuels blinding storms.
Snowfall roads are compact, slushy, slippery, temperature is -1.
The lake effect snow
It gets worse here because it's snowing really hard. Yeah, snowing heavy.
can cripple the 402. In December 2010, the entire highway shut down for days, trapping hundreds of drivers. When the storms hit, Gary Vandenheuvel is ready.
Driving out in these conditions, you're always really, really careful. They can change really, really fast out there.
25 years ago, Gary and his wife Tammy invested in a small tow truck. Gary worked a full-time day job while towing on the side. And even at 9 months pregnant, Tammy lent a hand. Preferred Towing grew from there.
It's a family business, it's a family decisions, and we're all working for the same goal.
We've got a tractor trailer. The guy's missing a driveway and put the trailer totaled in a ditch.
And today, Gary's called on another member of the family to back him up.
Colin was able to come out and give me a hand with this one today. There he is.
Colin is Gary's 21-year-old son, eager to work his way up to his own heavy wrecker.
I keep practicing and, you know, that's all I can do.
He's excited, and he just wants to prove himself.
Today, they're facing a big job together.
We're on a county road, very narrow. Doesn't give me much room to work with.
Loaded with 90,000 pounds of animal feed. The truck weighs in at over 100,000 pounds.
It'll be a fun one. It's got a lot of weight to it, so.
With this much weight and this little room, Gary will need to put his rotator to work. While a conventional wrecker simply pulls, Gary's rotator has a sliding, rotating boom, so it can lift like a crane.
Gives us a great mechanical advantage when we're doing lifts off the back end.
In Southern Ontario, there are more rotators per square kilometer than anywhere on the planet. And Gary's features a computerized leveling system that keeps the truck level, even when the terrain isn't. With a storm starting to build, Gary needs to get this job done before poor visibility makes it too dangerous.
Probably the other one, Cole.
You want to go with the other one? All right.
Especially with a rookie on the road.
Got it?
He's always there in the back of my mind.
Have to go right up top, pull off the cable.
I've got an eye on him, and I'm watching.
Got her all right?
Yep, now she's rolling.
I've got the base and the foundation. There's still so much to learn and so much to do.
Oh, I'm gonna grab a chain, see what we can get up in through there.
To withstand the weight, Gary hooks to the strongest part of the frame, at the bottom.
We need structure, something that's gonna handle the pull that we have to put on this thing.
Using his remote, Gary must pull the wheels onto the road without the heavy load toppling the entire trailer.
Go ahead and release your brakes, or have you already? Okay. Just let me know what the wrecker's doing, Cole.
I hold on to the trailer. Now I've got control of this trailer, and I'm forcing it towards me.
Come on, you.
But the weight of the load is pulling back on the rotator.
Sliding on us.
It's a big accident.
North of Toronto, the southbound 400 has been shut down for almost an hour.
Looks like a bomb dropped on the highway.
While small tow trucks haul away the cars, rookie Sonny Subramaniam needs backup to recover the wrecked semi. Just after noon, his boss Steve arrives on scene.
Hey Steve, what are you gonna do now?
The first step is to pull out the car, wedged under the 20,000-pound tractor.
That's it.
They hook to a solid piece of the frame to hold up to the pull.
Yeah, it's coming. That's it. Let me know, guys. This way, right? This way, not like this. This way.
As Sonny repositions his 40-ton wrecker, the real test is about to begin.
I am feeling a lot of pressure right now. It's the biggest job. I have never seen an accident like that in my career. I have no idea how I'm gonna do it.
His first semi-recovery, and all eyes will be on him.
Police want the road open. They don't want to waste a minute. I just want to show it to Steve. I can do it. I can do it.
Like a parking lot out here.
On Highway 400, north of Toronto, a 40-car pileup has cut off Toronto-bound traffic.
I've been in this probably for an hour. I've already missed my appointment, so I'm just gonna get up here and try to turn around and go back.
First responders and multiple tow operators are working to clear the chaos. But the big recovery is up to rookie Sonny Subramaniam.
You can hold up to the front, and this way when I get up here, you can just drag that one.
Okay, so let me hook up in the front, right? Okay. It's loaded tractor trailer, 60,000 pounds in it. So I'm feeling a lot of pressure. You know, I don't want to make mistakes. I'm just new.
And with experienced drivers and Steve's other wreckers now on scene, Sonny could lose the chance to prove himself.
Are you gonna stay here, or you want me to?
No, he's gonna hook it up, not you.
It'll be much more than a simple pull. The trailer's axles were ripped off in the crash.
If I had a rear axle, the trailer, we can just pull it out, but we don't have the rear axle.
So they'll need 2 extra wreckers just to pull the back end, while Sonny rakes to the tractor's axles and the side of the trailer to winch the semi back out the way it went in. All the cars have been cleared. Now it's up to Sonny to get the road open.
You buy mostly the trailer, okay? Okay. Can I do it?
I don't want to back off. I got the chance, so I have to prove it. I can do it.
And with 40,000 pounds inside, this is the heaviest load he's ever tackled outside of training.
I am just worrying, like, if maybe winch gonna break or my truck go into the ditch. The plan was working. The trailer is coming more out.
Now they have to pivot the tractor onto the road. They rig to pull the front wheel sideways.
I got it.
And Sonny's first major wreck is back on the highway. Steve calls in a rotator to lift the trailer onto a new set of wheels. And it's all over but the cleanup.
We just did the job, right? So I was so proud.
After 3 hours, traffic starts to move again. Sonny's career in heavy recovery has begun. And for him, there's no turning back.
Yeah, I don't want to go deliver the pizza right now. Right? This is an interesting job. If you don't focus, then you will be out of the picture.
This highway open yet? It's open. Sun shining, birds are singing. Yep. Wide open both ways.
Over 130 miles to the southwest, a blast of lake effect snow is pounding Highway 402.
Just sliding on us.
And moving in on Gary and his rookie son, Colin.
It's getting intense. So we know at this point, things are going to start to happen.
Come on.
The 100,000-pound feed tanker is putting up a fight.
The road's all ice. So we're just trying to get our spades to dig in so we can get our traction.
When the rotator starts to move, you're not pulling on the truck that you're trying to get out. You're just pulling yourself closer and closer. So you're really not making any progress.
I'll give that a kick, see what it does.
The spades are designed to dig into the road for traction, but the ice is too much.
Low gear, I don't want you spinning or anything, just help me a little bit, okay?
So they turn to the truck driver for some extra momentum.
Stand up there with him. Yeah, I'll tell you if he needs to stop. Okay.
The visibility's down, and we know that things can happen quickly out there, so we have to move. And I've got to watch Colin, keep my eye on him all the time.
He's fighting a little bit.
I trust my dad to look out for me, but I also don't want to be a burden out there.
As the storm hits with full force,
stop.
Gary's got a new problem.
I'm starting to run out of room. It's getting way too close to me.
Lock your brakes. I'm going to roll forward. I'm just running out of pull. So I'm just getting a little too tight to my boom. Now I'm starting to pull sideways. I want to go forward as well as sideways, so. I haven't come to a battle that I haven't won yet.
But this time he's battling 100,000 pounds, and he's all out of room.
We've definitely parked it in a bit of a precarious spot because the front wheels are pretty much in the ditch. You don't want to slide that thing into the ditch because it's going to take another rotator to get it out.
The best we're going to do there, but yeah. Shoulder's still pretty soft, eh?
You can feel how hard it's pulling back on your truck. You can feel on the controls itself. You know how hard the winches are working. You can hear it's an audible thing. You get that done, you get it up on the road, and it's there, and it's like, it's victory.
Perfect.
It's just it's just the best feeling ever. That's why we do this. That's why most guys do this. It's like, yeah, we won.
All right.
The job is done.
Okay, mission successful. Ready for the next one.
But Gary's work is just beginning. The storm is pushing cars off the road and stranding drivers.
Became completely whiteout conditions. The 402, it was brutal. I seen one car pass me, and that car disappeared. I seen a truck pass me, that disappeared. It was a sheet of ice. We couldn't control the car whatsoever.
It's getting worse here.
While most drivers take shelter, Gary is heading deeper into the storm.
This is where people get in trouble when they start passing like this.
When weather hits like this, it does not take long. Things happen out there, and they happen quickly.
I can't see 3 feet in front of my windshield out here. We have a severe snow squall. I'm almost zero visibility.
The first squall of the season is hammering southwestern Ontario. Winds fueled by Lake Huron are blasting snow onto Highway 402.
Right now I'm getting reports that the roads are extremely bad out there.
Preferred Towing's Gary Vandenheuvel and his crew head to a call east of Sarnia.
We're out there, and we know the dangers, and we've got a job to do.
The wind and the snow has picked up now. I'm talking another 4 to 8 to 10 centimeters of snow today.
Maintenance crews are hard at work, and so is Gary.
Okay, we'll go across and we'll assess this.
We've got a wrecked multi-vehicle crash. We have 3 tractor trailers that have gone into the ditch.
A chain reaction triple wreck just 20 miles from the U.S. border crossing.
See what kind of damage we have.
Gary sizes up the biggest job, a tractor hauling 2 propane tankers.
You can tell where it's scraped down the side of the trailer there.
A semi passing the propane tanker lost control in the blinding snow. It sideswiped the tanker, and both careened off the highway. A third truck was caught in their path. The result, 3 recovery jobs that will require 3 full recovery crews.
Axles are broken out. Yeah, this one's beat up pretty good. It's gonna be another pretty serious pull to get this guy up and out of the ditch. It's starting to pick up.
But just as Gary is forming his plan,
it's blowing real hard, about 80-kilometer-an-hour winds. It's going pretty strong.
What's happening?
We got visibility problems. OPP are shutting this down.
the police don't want Gary working on the road in a whiteout.
When the winds lighten up a little bit and the radar shows that we have a clear patch, then we're able to put that plan into action.
We're going to get the equipment that we need, and we'll head back and accomplish this tomorrow.
Okay, let's go.
300 kilometers east as night falls in Toronto. Sonny heads back to Steve's yard. After his long day on the highway. And he's got another job ahead of him.
Almost done.
Tomorrow is Saturday.
Put this one back on.
But it's no day off for Sonny. He'll be hunting for broken down cars in Steve's modified SUV.
No, I don't want to work on weekend, but no other choice, right?
With so little downtime, Sonny's eager to get home to his wife.
She's already calling. Did you see this time, Sonny? Should be at home right now, right? She's gonna get pissed off.
A few years ago, Sonny married his childhood sweetheart, Suma, and brought her home to his adopted country.
I'm going to meet up my wife, and she's going to bring food right here. How are you? I love her character. She cares about me. Lots. Not just this. Lots. All right. All right. Bye. Bye. Careful. I love you.
And now that he's traded trucks, Sonny can head home.
Yeah, I gotta go home, man. Like, you know, I have to go see my wife. I'm supposed to be home 7 o'clock.
Saturday afternoon traffic is moving fast through the north of the city.
So I'm gonna head over to the 400, southbound, south Langstaff. We got a straight truck over there.
John Allen from Abrams is on the way to rescue a longtime customer.
Customer just picked up a load, but because his truck broke down, he's not gonna be able to deliver the load. So we gotta get the load back to where he picked it up by 4 o'clock, which is 35 minutes from now. See him up on the left on the southbound side there. Side of the highway, so one of them dangerous ones. This guy's right on the line.
It's a simple hookup and tow, but in traffic moving like this, no job is ever simple.
Traffic's just moving way too fast, and it's a little bit scary here. But, my whole concern is get this out of here. Public safety, someone could run into it.
There's no time for John to get the lane shut down.
I got a job to do, and I'm gonna do it.
On Highway 400 in North Toronto, John Allen is waiting for the right moment to jump into speeding afternoon traffic.
I got a job to do, and I'm gonna do it. It's very dangerous to be on the side of the highway, hooking up any sort of vehicle with these traffic conditions. It would be a lot easier if people would just slow down, move over. It's the law. There's inches here between the truck and the traffic, and nobody's slowing. working on the highway, you always have to have that fear. Last thing I want to do is step over the underreach and trip and fall out between the vehicles. When the big man comes knocking, you just, hopefully you're not home, right? We got 21 minutes to be there.
How'd you like sitting on the side of the 400?
I broke on the middle of the highway. Luckily, I just pulled over.
This particular driver, he's just a young guy and hasn't been driving too long. If I was in his shoes, I'd be scared too. You're sitting there on the side of the road, stranded.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Save my day.
No problem, anytime. We made it just in time. I think we were there 3 minutes before the deadline. So that was another satisfied customer.
That's what it's all about, helping people when they're in time of need.
We're a team, me and the truck.
The next morning on Highway 402 east of Sarnia.
From a big storm to clear skies. Oh, yesterday was the show.
Yesterday's storm has blown through. And Gary Vanden Heuvel is heading to the scene of the triple wreck.
We've got a propane tanker that's going to fight us pretty good this morning.
Yesterday, the trucks, caught in the whiteout, veered off the highway and slammed into the ditch. Waiting a whole day for the weather to clear has made the job safer, but also a lot tougher.
It's sinking, freezing into place a little bit overnight, so it's going to be a really good initial pull to get this thing to start moving.
Holy, 3 more vehicles in the ditch, 4, 5.
Gary's crew won't be working alone. 40 miles to the east,
I got one rolled over at the 44.
Gary's former mentor, Rick Renders, is also on the way.
Rick taught me the basics, got me going, and if there was some jobs that I needed help on, Rick was there, and he was a great help and a great teacher.
My name is Rick, but people call me the Bear. And it all started when my boss's friends started calling me Grizzly Adams. But people see me as a tough guy, but I'm not. I'm a at heart. Correction, I'm a pussycat at heart.
Obviously, he's a big, rough-looking guy, but he's got a heart of gold. He really does.
For the past 25 years,
Okay, the front's in, how's yours?
Bear has worked as a heavy operator for London, Ontario's Ross Services.
Keep going.
Run by 3 generations of the Ross family, it's grown into one of the biggest operations in the Great Lakes Snowbelt.
But wherever a customer calls us to go, we'll go and recover their broken unit anywhere in North America. 3 wrecks being done all at the same time. Preferred Towing is already on scene. They've got the lead tractor trailer.
Bear pulls in behind Gary's crew. Beside the second wreck, a semi loaded with auto parts.
She froze overnight.
This steer axle's okay, Rick, I think.
Looks like it. Michael Ross, he's the owner's son, and he's in charge at this accident. We do what he tells us to do.
The 402 is such a busy stretch of highway, the crews can only shut down one westbound lane while they work, and they'll have to coordinate all 3 jobs at the same time.
You and Colin start laying out our pylons for us, okay?
There's 8 heavy wreckers from 3 different companies. You know, you just don't see that. It's a pretty awesome sight to see.
Both Preferred and Ross will use their lead wreckers to turn the tractors toward the highway, with the trucks behind pulling the trailers along the same path.
Get yourself rigged, double line.
Gary's heavy operator, Kyle, positions a second wrecker at the front.
I'm gonna grab the front, turn it up towards the road, and then we'll get the rotator and the other truck on, grab a couple more lines, and we'll just pull it right straight out.
Gary will run lines from his rotator to the first trailer, with a third wrecker hooking to the rear trailer.
Looking like a good day to play in the ditch.
This is critical all in here. We can't touch any of this stuff in here. This is all the valving for the propane, and if something was to hit that, we'd have a big major issue, so.
You like that spot?
Yeah, I'm gonna just bring it around here because I don't want to pull on the cage itself.
Over on the Ross wreck, the Bear rigs winch lines to hooks on the front of the tractor. They'll need to withstand heavy pulling power.
35, 40,000 in auto parts, and we're gonna get it out as quick as and as safely as we can.
Behind Bear on a 60-ton rotator is veteran mechanic and operator Dave Moss, the longest standing employee at Ross Towing.
Put the lift axle down as well.
Yeah, I'll retire at the end of this year, hopefully, if they let me.
Well, just look and see how far it's buried in the mud.
Biggest challenge is the mud. Mud is halfway up the tires. It's sat there overnight. Could be frozen in. You never know until you start to put a little pressure on it, whether it's going to roll or not.
That added resistance is the wild card, which could push the equipment past the breaking point.
Go ahead and air her up.
Try the tractor, see if we can get the tractor to go.
Well, Colin's role this time, he's doing a lot of little things here and there for me.
No, hook that to the red line for the tractor.
He's setting out the pylons, pulling cables, but it's an important role.
Hook those two together.
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
Got it?
Yeah.
See if it works here.
Yeah, it's taking air.
Perfect.
Good, I can tighten that up. See what we can do. Mark, where are you? Get on your truck. Okay, here we go.
It's all of us working in unison to open up the highway as quick as we can.
Just pull it, Rick.
We start pulling, it's pulling out really nice. Even winch pulls. I've got the driver steering it out, truck still runs. He's steering it out for us. Coming up to the road. And then there's a situation.
Ready? Pull her up.
On Highway 402, 3 crews are wrestling wrecks frozen into the mud. In the middle of the pack, Bear Renders pulls on the tractor of a 60,000-pound semi.
I've got both hooks on the front end. And all of a sudden, there's a huge bang. When this thing let go, that's 50 ton of force coming at you. Bullet speed. I don't think a bullet could have been going any faster. That's how fast it came towards and hit my truck. Here we go. That's the factory hook off the truck that snapped right at the weld.
The pull was too much for one of the tractor's tow hooks.
2 feet from hitting me. I'm a very lucky man. But this hook didn't hit me, and it hit my truck. Repairs can be made to pieces of metal. If that had connected with me, I might not be here right now.
To Gary, it's a lesson for his own crew.
Okay.
Especially the newest member.
He knows where to be and what to do, but he's always there in the back of my mind, and he's always right there in that corner.
I'll stand here with me, behind me.
Colin's getting into this industry. He's gonna want to see this.
Let's go, Mark.
Because it could happen to him. It can happen to any of us.
There's no time to dwell on the near miss.
You've got to hustle and keep hustling until you get it out.
The Ross crew re-rigs for another pull.
Okay, easy.
You just stop, regroup, and off you go again.
Up ahead,
Bring her as far as you can get her.
the tanker's broken axles are causing problems for Gary's crew.
That's gonna fight me, I can see right now. Back of that truck is turning into the ditch.
And just as they coax it to the edge of the road,
Okay, hold her there, guy.
the bear needs to move forward to continue inching out his wreck.
Gotta keep resetting our trucks.
But Gary's trucks are in the way.
Hold. We're gonna switch lines here.
You need some more room?
With the double tanker still hanging over the ditch,
You can stop traffic. I'll head out and move around to the front.
Gary has to pull one of his wreckers off the job.
This is a big deal. We've got 100,000 pounds, and it's just straddling the top of that ditch. A lot of weight there.
Let's get her pulling.
We're pulling just beautifully. The truck is coming out of the ditch.
Okay, bring it home.
The two wrecks are out of the ditch.
And I think we have a victory.
Both trucks will need to be split up and towed away in pieces. But the rear axles on both tractors are locked up. They'll have to be towed from behind.
Have to spin it around, hook up to the back of it.
We're just trying to spin the truck so we're not going to interfere traffic too much.
I'm gonna grab the back of the tractor and spin it around on the highway so I can get to the back end. It's the only feasible way of doing this. We have to spin it around in one lane.
And they have to do it,
Come on.
with a live lane of traffic just inches away.
What have they been doing over there?
Border traffic on Highway 402 has been bottlenecked for almost 2 hours.
Some big trucks in the ditch and they're pulling them out.
While 3 separate recovery crews work 3 separate recoveries.
Tighten it up first, Rick. Tighten it up first.
Before the road can open, the crew from Ross's needs to spin around a 20-foot-long tractor in a 12-foot lane.
It's too late in the game to shut the highway down, so you just have to deal with it, just work in tighter conditions.
How much room does he have out front there?
We have to spin it around in one lane.
Just up the road, Gary's crew attempts the same maneuver.
Just nice and easy.
Okay, right there, right there.
Well, that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's a little dance you do. Lift a little here, pull a little there, spin around in a circle.
I can back in over here.
Both teams hook up tractors to haul away the recovered trailers. And the lane is ready to open.
Today was a job well done. We did a good job, and we did it quickly.
Well, that went well, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
I love that stuff. That's my game.
Hey, Ricky.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Good to see you, man. I knew we'd get out on a wreck together.
Yes,
Good job.
finally.
All right. Way too much fun, isn't it?
It is.
I love working with Rick.
I'm gonna hook this up, take it to the service center. I'm very proud to see what Gary's become.
I'll see you on the way back through, Ricky.
Hey, buddy, be safe.
You too.
It feels great to know what I taught Gary, he is now teaching his son.
Okay, once you get this away, you can go ahead and fire up that tractor and
Anything can happen, and we know that. The danger is there, the risk is there, and we know that going in.
I'm glad tonight I'm going home and I'm safe. To live another day, to work another day. I love this job.
I think it's open there. Yeah, okay, yeah, they're open now.
Holy, that was close.
Next time on Heavy Rescue 401.
There's the door for the transport truck.
Can I get my truck right here?
A veteran operator
Tell everybody to stand back.
faces double carnage on the highway.
Man, this guy went for a hell of a ride.
Gary battles a jackknife
Hold on.
and a raging squall.
I need stuff heavy. Who's going?
And Sonny
I gotta get there fast as I can.
races to claim a wreck. This time on Heavy Rescue 401.
I'm gonna go over there and do it for him in a minute.
A first-time operator
Stay on the ball.
has to master the rotator
Pull him up.
fast.
Back leg starting to float.
Gary's crew fights to keep a trailer together.
That didn't sound good. We're going.
And James Ireland gambles big
I can feel it starting to tilt.
with a load
Go, go.
ready to burst on the 401
Move the truck.
on North America's busiest highway. Hundreds of thousands of drivers depend on the men and women who risk it all to keep the roads safe. Because closure is not an option.
Icy, super icy, lots of black ice. Got about 50 feet of visibility.
Lake effect snow has been battering the highway east of Sarnia since late last night.
Holy, it's snowing. Wet, snowy mess.
When a storm hits out here, you never know what can happen.
Truckers like Patrick Tremblay are on high alert.
The wind, the lake effect snow, the slippery conditions is just a big recipe for a disaster.
I've almost been in the ditch twice.
On the London-bound 402,
There might be 20 cars piled up 200 yards in front of you. You don't know.
drivers are losing the fight against whiteout conditions.
You know, when weather hits like this, it does not take long. Things happen out there and they happen quickly.
We've got reports of a vehicle rollover.
Just after 11 a.m., one semi loaded with auto parts becomes the storm's latest victim.
Yeah, it's pretty bad up here.
But no one can even attempt a recovery until visibility improves. It's late afternoon before the weather clears.
Wow, what a difference from this morning.
And Gary Vandenheuvel is staring down the difficult job ahead.
A little nervous.
I am really concerned about how we are going to get this up right. Lots of things could go wrong with this.
The semi, packed with 20,000 pounds of auto parts, lost control, spun 180 degrees, and flipped as it slammed backwards into the ditch.
So we got an older trailer here. You can see it's had its fair share of bumps and bruises along the way. They've patched it a few times. Pretty sure that this is part of the load already pushing out the top of the roof up here. It's kind of where my concerns are. We've got the roof line here is already pushed forward. And then you look up in here, we've lost some rivets. This corner is all busted and pushed out. So this trailer, I have nothing in this front corner holding it together.
How's the side?
With a load threatening to burst through the weakened wall, Gary will need all the help he can get. Operators Sean and Mark are on scene with a second wrecker.
When we first get there, you can see under the van trailer, it's straddling the ditch. Biggest concern we have there is with that sidewall is going to let go, and we could have a van load full of car parts sitting in the ditch.
Trailer walls aren't built to hold weight, and this battered trailer is already pushing its luck.
Up and over that?
Yep.
Before he tries to upright the wreck, Gary needs to move it into a better position.
I want to see if I can slide it a little bit first, because if you look where this is going to land, it's going to land and it's going to go down. Grab a chain, rig that front, just take it over top of this, around this corner.
Under here and over here?
Yep. It's all the little details, right?
Yep.
So right now, we're just going to reach over with the rotator, and we're going to grab that front of the trailer. We're going to see if we can slide it. It'll give us a good indication now what that roof line will start doing. Hold up, drop down a notch. Good with that. Work both cables back and forth. I'm gonna watch this back corner. Listen for me. Tighter on the trailer.
Tighter on red.
And watch your legs.
The police are still busy at other accident scenes, so Gary can't close a lane of traffic. He has to work on the shoulder.
I have no room to work with. I have no place to dig the legs into.
To make the pull, he reaches from the side.
Hold on. Whoa.
Even with the rotator's outriggers extended, this is the most unstable position.
Get some pull on the far one. I'm gonna watch that trailer for me. I'll stand up here.
What do you want me to look for?
Just make sure it's not breaking apart.
Starting to come up a bit.
Back leg starting to float. Okay, you're really starting to float.
160 miles east.
One of our patrollers seen it.
Traffic cameras on the 401 have caught the aftermath of a major collision.
So you got OPP fire out there?
In Scarborough, near McCowan Road.
We've got the emergency response unit going out to it.
They've already been called, they're on the way.
A westbound semi-trailer has been ripped wide open.
Holy, how'd he do that?
The truck lost control, clipping a streetlight, then swerved across 3 lanes of traffic before coming to a stop.
We're trying to decide what we need here.
Classic Towing's Charles Coffrin is first on scene, but he wants some expert advice.
Dispatch. Hey, James, it's Charles.
60 miles north, Classic's lead heavy operator, James Ireland, takes the call.
James, great operator. Like to bounce ideas off of him on big wrecks like this. His opinion means a lot.
I've got a tractor trailer split open. It's got corrosive material on it.
What size trailer is it?
It's a 53 foot. We know it's got a roughly 55,000 on.
Okay.
I'll send you a picture now.
Yeah. Oh, nice. You've got the rotator there, so you can use that to lift the belly of the trailer.
Okay, actually, I gotta let you go because I got the OPP here that needs to speak to me.
Okay, buddy.
You know, this is what we live for. I'd love to be down there helping Charles out, but we've got some work up here that needs to get looked after.
The officer here wants to know what an ETA to get a van and trailer here with another tractor.
I'll have to try to arrange it out of Oshawa.
Okay, and
So nothing's en route yet?
no, we'll be as quick as we can. Okay?
Yep.
Greg, an operator from JP Towing, is helping out on scene.
So we have another van trailer on the way with a forklift.
The trailer is too damaged to move, with a 55,000-pound load inside.
here and take and load individually, starting from the back to the back end of the door and move it into the van trailer.
But bringing in another truck for the offload will require blocking at least one more lane.
It's going to have to be empty before transported. This highway's going to be closed down for a while.
And at this time of day, even a single lane shutdown is creating traffic chaos.
This is a first for me.
What's that?
OPP just came up to me. Because of the backlog, they're getting a lot of accidents happening behind us on both directions, and traffic's not moving. They want to have us all stage at Kennedy Road, come back around 9, 10 o'clock tonight to do the offload and do the recovery.
Really?
And the delay will give James time to join the crew.
This is a major job. Something could go wrong down here. So if it's going to go wrong, it'll go wrong on my watch.
Starting to come up a bit.
Back on the 402, Gary's initial pull on the compromised trailer is going sideways.
Back leg starting to float. Okay, you're really starting to float.
Stop! I'm starting to peel the top corner.
Okay. Yeah, she's dug in now.
I'm seeing things I don't like out of the top corner of that wall. We're actually going to pull the wall out and the roof out, and then we're going to have a load of problems.
I wanted to get it over to me, but I can't. See challenges along the way on this one. Hopefully it doesn't have to be offloaded.
The police are now on scene. They shut down westbound traffic.
Tight in here and swinger.
So Gary's crew can reposition off of the narrow shoulder.
We'd like to have both lanes and then close it right down, and they're only going to let us have one lane.
Ideally, he could close both lanes.
That's enough.
And position his wreckers across the highway at a 90-degree angle to the wreck.
It's not ideal. We'd like to go 90 degrees. If you're pulling off the side, it's not as stable as off the back.
Right through here, Mark.
Yep.
Right through here, into here.
Yep.
Down to your spade. Tires are just to soften the blow as it comes down.
When we do roll this over, it's going to try and come back at us. We've got a few tires that I had from the previous wreck. You use what you have around you.
Gary will need to make every effort to spare the trailer. Angle irons will prevent the straps from cutting into the wall.
You get her under there, Mark?
Yep.
Perfect. That's what I want to hear.
The angle iron that's placed in there is just spreading the weight out on the side of the wall.
What's that?
Kind of buckled right here.
Yeah, I know.
They found it here.
And without a sharp edge on the bulging wall, the angle iron can't get a grip.
Everything's bent, it's out of shape, so it's really tough for that angle iron just to find that surface to grab.
Anything there?
No, it's not going to hold. It's rolling right now. I'm not sure I can get this thing any farther forward. We're putting a lot of force on this. This thing weighs about 20,000 pounds. That's a lot of pressure being put on the side of this trailer. Okay.
Okay. It's the best we're gonna do with this thing. Okay, let's get these other lines run. Right now, what I'm installing is a catch strap. Catch it as it's coming over and slow it down, preventing the whole truck from rolling back.
They'll rig high and low lines from the wrecker to the back end. 2 more lines will run from the rotator to the front. A 3rd line will catch the semi, preventing it from slamming down too hard.
Okay, guys, we're gonna pull hard on these lines first, okay?
Okay.
Get it rolling, get it moving for me.
Okay.
But you gotta keep following with the back. I can't have either one of you guys get ahead.
Okay.
You can't allow it to get it over and fall. He's gotta have it before you do that. Yep. I was a betting man. This isn't a good bet. I got a 50-50 whether it's gonna stay together.
It's really critical that I get both trucks and both operators working in sync.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Slow, slow, slow. Okay, hold it.
You got her, guys. Keep her coming.
Easy, 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 easy.
That's it.
Tighten up.
Okay.
Keep going with straps now.
Real slow, Mark, okay? Okay, hold on, Mark. Hold on, hold on.
Keep them going, guys. You got it.
That didn't sound good.
Easy, 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 easy.
On Highway 402 east of Sarnia,
Keep them going, guys. You got it.
Gary and crew are trying to upright a very damaged trailer
I got a 50-50 whether it's going to stay together.
without ripping it apart.
Don't worry about the low lines.
That didn't sound good.
You all right back there?
All of a sudden, all I hear is bang.
But as Gary takes a closer look, he realizes the sound is a positive sign.
I know this is a good thing. The load has now just dropped itself down to the floor of this trailer.
There we go. Doing good things.
Now it's up to Mark and Sean to pull together in sync.
It's got to be perfect. It absolutely has to be perfect. I mean, if I pull too hard or don't pull hard enough, there are dire consequences to this. Or you do a lot of damage to this vehicle.
Okay, let's go, guys. Get on your controls, Mark. Keep going, guys. We got to move it. Let's go. Keep them going. Harder on that higher strap.
Okay. Easy, nice and easy.
Come on. Catch up on green. Good, guys. Keep going. Mark, back strap. Let's go. Go. Keep them going. There you go. Keep them going, guys. You got it. Keep it going. There we go. Beautiful. There she is. Excellent.
Nice job, buddy. It went off without a hitch. Sean pulled, I pulled. We got it to come up in one piece without twisting it, and we set it down. We didn't drop it down, we set it down. That was awesome.
Good job. She's up where I wanted her, and she stayed together. I am very happy. Try and slide this whole thing up and over.
The nose of the track will come out, then perfect. We can just kind of walk it right out.
Nice and easy. We're going home with a victory. Snug up on that upper line for me, please.
Come on, baby. Just get the wheels up on the asphalt.
It's on the right side of up, so it's good. She's up, she's out. Ah, that's a good feeling at the end of the day. Yeah, even with the odds against us on this one, with that trailer being broken up, we got it over. Successful, so it's a good day.
As night falls on Toronto,
I don't like missing any wrecks, so I'm glad I made the trip down here.
James Ireland heads to join Charles and the crew on the delayed job on the 401.
It's kind of a blessing in disguise that we were able to put off the recovery till a little bit later. We were able to get a hold of James and come down with our support vehicle.
With the rush winding down and James on scene, it's time to get the recovery underway.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that we can come up with a solution to get this trailer off the road.
One look tells James they'll have to unload and transfer the cargo.
Driving this truck off the road is not going to be an option. It's pulling very hard on the fifth wheel here. The trailer is actually sitting on the tires on this side, so...
And the connection between tractor and trailer is too twisted to separate them for towing.
Any way that you guys can strap that and just yank it in?
No, I do not think it'll stay together.
We need clear access down a lane to take the contents off.
It's a dangerous game to say we could tow it off the highway, because if the trailer breaks while we're moving, then we've got a real problem on our hands.
But to transfer the cargo to another truck safely will require 3 lanes, a tall order on the 401.
Due to the traffic flow here, it's still very heavy. We're not going to get 3 lanes closed. It's time to come up with a different plan. Watch your head.
James decides to take a look inside the trailer.
It wasn't even a full load, because the back 10 feet of this trailer is empty.
Yeah, we're still back 10 feet.
We look in the back of this trailer, and the load looks to be significantly less than 55,000. This could be a real game changer.
With less weight pushing down on the tires, they just might be able to drive the wreck off the highway.
It's almost unheard of to move something like this that looks that ugly. Like, it was really ugly. This thing was broken bad.
So James won't gamble without a short test run first. They air up a leaking tire in preparation.
Is it going, do you think, Greg?
Oh yeah, it's going.
We'll move this ahead, what, 50 meters?
Okay.
We're gonna see what it looks like.
You and I will keep our eyes on the outside of it.
Yeah, it's
see
fine.
what she does.
Yeah, and Charles will be driving it anyway. Creep it over just a hair. Yeah, there's not much room. Okay, go, go.
I can't see out of these mirrors.
That's nice, eh?
Not bad.
A little bit more. Go, go. It's lubed up good. Okay, stop there, actually, Charles. Stop, stop. Good. It's not bad at all. We're going. At this point, we're going to do a rolling block with the OPP, and we're going to run the truck down the shoulder and get it off the road. Rolling closure, let's do it. Take it right to Kennedy Road if it's going good, buddy. Just keep going. Eh? No, it's not a big if. It's going to happen. The nice thing is that sign says only 3 kilometers to Kennedy. Really, the biggest part of the rolling block is going to be to close these transfers just while we pass there. That's like 3 minutes. The risk is this thing's tearing in half and the whole load coming out in the ground. That would be really bad. That is like the last thing we want. Okay, boys and girls.
What's the game plan?
You got to come halfway out in this lane.
Halfway out? Okay.
Because then if you get hit, you have ownership of this lane, then you can't get in trouble. If you get hit on the shoulder, it's your fault.
Okay.
So keep at least 2 wheels in the lane.
2 wheels in the lane, okay.
It's not a safe place to work out there when cars are going by, especially on the express lanes of the 401. So as we get moving, we got to be really conscious of the traffic. Clearly, you can see they're not slowing down at all. Just keep an eye on the mirror the best you can. If you're going to travel in front, if you see something bad, just hit the shoulder.
Okay.
Okay, let's cruise. Nice and slow. If something happens, you don't feel comfortable, just keep an eye on that tire.
Okay.
And we'll stop, okay? Okay, let's go.
They'll travel in convoy along the core or express lanes for 2 miles to a transfer point in the barrier where they'll enter the collector lanes, which allow access to the off-ramp.
So I climb in the cab, thinking to myself, this is crazy. This isn't gonna work.
We've got a trailer that has not one good frame rail left in it. All 4 corners are broken. We got a tractor that's been beat up. It's got a front leaking tire. The power steering's not working properly. No problem. Yeah, Charles, that's good speed there, buddy. How's it feel?
Yeah, I'm good at this speed here. Just got a little bit of a rattle in the motor here.
If you start seeing some smoke or something, just stop. So far, so good. I don't know in a couple minutes how I'll feel, but hey, if we can move it a half a kilometer, we can move it a kilometer. If we can move it a kilometer, we'll move it 3.
So far, it looks still intact. Fingers crossed.
I can smell the rubber burning a bit.
I can smell a little bit too.
Even with the lighter load, the bent trailer is digging into the drive wheels.
The further we're going along, the more I'm smelling smoke. All I'm thinking is, how long before it blows?
But the critical point is dead ahead.
We're coming into the transfers here, so we're going to need to start merging to the right. We need to transfer from the express to the collectors. And this is our biggest worry, where something can come in and rear end us at high speeds. Once we do the first merge, Charles,
yeah,
I'll let you know when to start moving over.
Okay.
Go over 1 lane.
I just want to get this thing to the shoulder before she comes apart.
It's clicking hard.
Okay, go over another one. Yeah.
As long as I get it off the off-ramp.
Stay in this lane, stay in this lane.
Everybody's going over 1 more lane.
Yeah, okay, do it, do it.
Okay.
That's a real nice transition there. I'm gonna come up beside you.
Okay.
The rim's bent, I think.
I'm just hearing a bit of clicking and stuff, that's why.
Yeah, yeah. We're almost on the ramp now, buddy. Home run here almost.
I'm just worried about making the turn.
We've only gone straight. Now we're about to make a turn with a twisted trailer.
Okay, we got a couple twists here. Just do nice, easy transition.
With the trailer leaning badly, making the turn on the ramp could pull it right over.
I'm gonna run this center lane down, like right down the middle of the road here. The steering's all wonky in this thing.
But just as Charles hits the curve, a vehicle stops in the worst possible spot.
Get him to move that truck, James, or I'm screwed. Get it moved. I'm not gonna be able to make that corner.
Go, go! Move that truck, come on! Move the truck!
Get him to move that truck, James, or I'm screwed.
On Highway 401 in East Toronto, the off-ramp and the end is in sight for James Ireland's crew.
Go, go! Move that truck, come on! Move the truck!
But a truck right in their path threatens to force the leaning trailer over on its side.
We're not going to be able to make this corner if that vehicle's there. Move the truck!
Thankfully, James got the attention of the driver, got him out of there.
Hey, Charles, slow down. Slow down. You're good. Keep going. Don't just slow. I'm way back over here.
The first curve is behind them.
Easy, Charles.
But there's an even sharper turn.
Hey, this one I'm worried about.
Right ahead.
We have to turn left. It's going to be much more difficult turning left than right, the way the damage is to the trailer. Okay, start your turn. Charles, slow down.
She just feels real wonky on the corner. I can feel it starting to tilt. Oh, you know what it is? My drive's in the air. The drive wheels are coming off the ground. I can feel this thing wanting to go.
Back up. Turn the wheel. To me, to me, to me. Other way. Slow. Back, 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 back. That's it, buddy. Park it.
Right here, we're doing it?
We have to.
Wow.
James won't risk driving another foot. With the 401 now clear, they'll unload right here on the street.
I thought this thing was going to come apart, and it was just a disaster in the making. I was terrified.
We can't make that turn. It's going to roll over, yeah. So we'll let this lane through. That was interesting, eh?
She's a white knuckle, buddy.
Holy crap, that was cool. Hey, it's off the road.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's the craziest thing I've ever done. Not sure I ever want to do it again, but we did it.
That's a big deal, yeah. We got enough room to put the rotator right here. Tractor on the other side, they're gonna hold the lane there, and right here we do it.
Okay.
You know, it's so much safer to be working here with cars passing at 2 kilometers an hour than at 200. Doing it the way we wanted to do it, would that cut our time down from maybe 8 hours down to 15 minutes? There's another tractor trailer coming up here now, and we're gonna start transferring the load tractor to tractor.
We all were able to do it collectively and cohesively, and it's off our highway, and we did it in a very timely fashion, so it was a perfect scenario.
Oh boy! When you can pull off something like that, get something that looks like this off the highway like that, out of the express lanes, across the transfer, into the collector lanes and off a ramp, it's a good night.
That's good, eh?
Perfect.
"190 miles southwest, Sarnia is thawing out after the storm earlier in the week.
Right now, we're going out to an unserviced road for a car that's gone into the ditch.
The melting snow has left muddy conditions and work for Gary's 21-year-old son, Colin.
It's a soupy mess. I don't have a 4x4, so it's just kind of hope for the best right now.
Colin's been towing solo in his 1-ton, working his way up toward a heavy wrecker.
It's very important for me to, show my dad that I have the ability to do this stuff.
His goal is to please me, I think. I don't want that pressure on him.
Yeah, a very hard time keeping her steady here. Getting further and further down the road, and it's getting a lot thicker. She is slick. Oh boy. Oh boy. Lots of thick and heavy mud here. That's gonna be a challenge, that's for sure. She just got a little scared and stopped. When you see mud that's almost as high as your wheel, That's not a fun feeling. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get my truck into that little cove there, because it looks like it's a lot sturdier than what this road is.
Too good right now. She's a little stuck.
Oh boy.
It's the worst time to get a call from Dad.
These back roads, they're tough to get through. It's a tough situation he's in, and I know that.
Checking in. How's it going?
Not overly well.
Do you need my help? What do you need?
I'm just trying to get myself to a bit of a flat spot right now.
Are you okay right now, or do you need me, or what do you want?
This is a mess.
Oh boy.
On a muddy back road near Sarnia, Colin's solo recovery is stuck.
Are you okay right now?
Both ways we've come down, it is just a soupy mess. Yeah, I'll give you a call in a few minutes and let you know how we're turning out here.
Okay.
You know, I want to try to figure it out by myself. I want to get myself out of my own problem before I have to call anybody else.
He's probably annoyed when I call. I get that, but doesn't matter. I'm gonna call. I want to make sure he's okay.
I'm gonna just keep, you know, backing up and going forward, just trying to make my own ruts so that I can get through it to where I need to be. It's just gonna fight me the rest of the way. I'm trying to use the block to lift up the back end so that way I can push myself over this last little lip that we've got here. When one block is too small, use a bigger one. I'm fairly reluctant to call my dad out. Never fun calling him and telling him a truck's stuck. As a tow truck driver, you have to figure out how to solve the problem with the equipment you have. All right. So I'm gonna try to pull you out of the hole that you're in right now, okay? All right, let's pull. I think the snow tires definitely helped you. There we go. I've winched it towards me a little bit, and that way it's out of the ruts that it was in. I'm hoping that it'll get a little bit more traction here. Now that we've got it moving, give it throttle and hope for the best. All right. Now we're going places. Now go that way. Go.
Every day in the towing industry, it's a challenge.
Go! Go!
Colin's adapting to a situation, and he makes it happen. He is catching on real, real quick.
I love this job. Where else do you get to play in the mud and get stuck and get unstuck?
As night falls, Arctic winds blow in over Lake Huron, delivering a fresh blast of winter.
These are windy ones right here, boys. Damn, this wind is blowing.
A sudden storm is taking drivers by surprise. It's pushing south all the way down to the U.S. border. Early the next morning, casualties are lined up along the 401 near Windsor.
We have a rolled over tractor trailer, bottom of the ditch on the side of the 401.
Keeping this stretch of highway moving is Eric Goddard's job.
We finally got the go-ahead, so apparently the highway's safe, or as safe as it could be, I guess. We're gonna have at it.
Eric runs a rotator for Coxon's Towing, which has been working around Windsor for over 50 years.
This business does take a lot of sacrifice. Drop whatever it is you're doing without question and just get it done.
The guys at Coxon's, great guys. They're really professional. They're really good at what they do.
Today, Eric's cleaning up the aftermath of the storm. A semi hauling a loaded cargo container, or sea can, flipped on its side.
Okay, here we go. It's a 40-foot sea can with a load of cases of whiskey inside. We'd like to try to drink our way to the bottom, but we don't think they will allow it. I'm just trying to get to that lock to see if the lock's in. This one's released. See how much movement there is?
The customer wants the sea can to remain sealed. Without looking inside, Eric can't tell if the load is shifted. It could be too unsteady to tow on the trailer chassis.
We're gonna remove the tractor and this chassis without the load.
So he needs to unlock the pins and separate it.
Both of these are completely released now. I got the back locks off. This one's gonna be the problem. It is wedged up there. We need to draw that can in a little bit.
Eric's plan is to use his rotator to lift the sea can a few inches and take the pressure off the stuck pin.
You're on the truck. Yep.
Rookie George Dagenet is Eric's backup today with a second rotator.
George has been with us approximately a year. This is going to be his first go as a lead operator with a rotator.
I'm really happy that it's him mentoring me here because you can't find anyone better. It's like him and the truck are like one. She's starting to move now.
We need a big pry bar. My big one, top shelf.
Did you get it?
Nope. I can't exactly see what's holding it. If I don't get this pin undone, then we're gonna have to figure out a way how to get 3 of them locked instead of 1 unlocked.
What we're dealing with here is mud. We got mud piled up in between the lock for the container chassis and the container, and we're having some difficulty trying to lift the container in a proper position to take the pressure off of the locks.
We're gonna go to the top corner and see if I can't lift it enough that maybe I get a block under it.
Okay.
She should come square.
So you want the snatch block off?
Yep. Pull the line so it's free first, please. Thank you. Yep. Lots of these jobs you can predict pretty easily. This is not one of those things that you can predict.
With the nation's busiest border crossing just up the highway,
How long is it going to take you to load that?
I don't know.
afternoon traffic will be ramping up in less than an hour.
Gonna torch it soon. We've got to get that pin out. The whole operation depends on that pin. We've got to get that pin out. The whole operation depends on that pin.
On the 401 east of Windsor, Eric Goddard's recovery is hinging on a single pin, bent in its lock.
I'm feeling a little frustrated with this lock right now.
Stupid.
Eric wants to lift the sea can just enough to take the pressure off of the bent pin.
You're on the truck, please.
Yep. It's digging down, eh?
Yep. There we go. She's loose.
Okay.
I got it to move. George, get over here.
Over there?
Let's see what we got here, buddy.
Once that pressure was off, we can release the lock.
Screw you, storage can. I win. I think we got lucky. It's as fast as it was. It could have been a little while longer.
Now that the semi and the container are separated, Eric plans to flip them upright, starting with the tractor trailer.
I'm just gonna strong arm it over. You're gonna do the same thing there.
Eric will pull on the front of the tractor while George pulls on the back end. They need to work in sync, and George has never been lead operator on a rotator.
Although he's new, he does take some guidance well.
I need a 3/8 chain and a half. Hey, I'll take that. I'll take an actual sister hook with 2 hooks.
If he does start to question, he's a smart enough guy that he's going to stop and ask for some guidance.
Once mine gets a little bit of a lead, I'll just let you know when, and then just start to follow, and I'll just follow with you, okay?
Okay.
Help! Stay on the ball.
I do have a remote and I could walk right over to him.
He has a little remote. I have the controls on the truck. I don't have that fancy remote.
Take it over.
It's all you, George. It's all me.
It's what I call sexy. He's gonna pull now. You watch yourself. Okay, we're gonna pull this out of the way, just leave it up on the shoulder. Then we're gonna back up both trucks so that one's on the either side of the container, and we're gonna slide it up into this lane, right between the two tow trucks.
With traffic moving fast in the open lane, Eric needs to get off the highway quick.
This is the 401. Everybody's in a hurry.
What's going on with an accident? Yeah, there's 2 or 3 emergency vehicles here already. Get over in that fast lane.
I'm gonna drive nice and slow, Kev.
He calls in extra backup to help wrestle the loaded 42,000-pound container out of the ditch.
He's just gonna go right there. You definitely have to have your head on a swivel on this highway.
The 401, everything is quick. Everybody's in a hurry and nobody wants to give you any room.
We're gonna pick up that container and put it up on the road now. Okay, let's get your legs down. Let's go. We're gonna get them legs down. The weight in the can is, they told me exactly, 42,250 pounds. There could be an issue with the load shifting. That's gonna be our biggest concern. It could all be smashed in the front of that can, and we're really trying to predict for sure where the weight is. We don't know where the load's ended up, who's gonna have the biggest lift until we get it in the air. Okay like that? Yeah. Beautiful. You guys ready? Make sure everybody's safe. Yeah.
They'll use the 2 rotators, one on each end, to bring the can up to the road where they'll roll it in midair.
George, boom it up if you have to.
Boom up?
Yeah, you gotta get it out of this mud. You're gonna like quadruple the weight by leaving all that mud there, right?
I don't want to let him down for sure. It's just like putting your pride in your pocket.
Start getting that boom over the top of that corner, buddy. Keep that boom over top. There you go. Then you start letting out the right and taking the left.
Take some more of that bottom.
Take some more of the bottom?
The bottom, yeah. Okay, now boom up a hair. There you go. You got this, George. I do.
You can? Let's get it between us now.
Boom out. Slide your boom back.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Like a year and a half ago, I would have never fathomed running a 40-ton sliding rotator, let alone barrel rolling a C-Cam of 43,000 pounds with it.
It'll be a complicated maneuver for a rookie operator, lifting with one winch while using a second to pull from the bottom.
Are you comfortable with that space?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
George hasn't done a barrel roll yet, let alone with the rotator, so I'm trying to keep an eye on the truck that I'm operating as well as keep an eye on George.
George will have to ease off on the lift as he applies more pull.
Slide back.
And he'll have to match Eric's pace on the other end.
Okay, it's gonna be all about this one out, and that one you're gonna use at the same time just enough that this doesn't touch the ground. You got him, I got you.
Yeah.
You're on him. Great when we don't want the wind, eh?
You can hear the cans kind of creaking. You're starting to roll it, and here comes the moment of truth.
Okay, bring this one down a bit. And that one up.
Can you get through that accident? They got the road closed.
It's on the right, all the way to the right.
On Highway 401, east of the Detroit border crossing, traffic is building.
Great when we don't want the wind, eh?
Oh, we got leakage.
Smell the whiskey.
Okay, dude, down.
Rookie George has to synchronize his lift with Eric's, and he's never attempted this maneuver before.
No, he's got to pull that side.
Boom it over?
No, just pull.
If you let one winch line out too fast, the whole load could shift. It could just keep rolling and roll right back over.
Boom, down and in. Come on, get her down.
gonna back one of our floats in and then rotate it out between the two wreckers and allow the float to back under it.
George, I'm gonna start bringing my end over.
And he needs George to line up his end the same way.
Boom up and out. Get him really close to the deck. I don't know if I'm gonna reach it. I want you guys to try and get over top of that thing nice and slow. Just get it over the deck easy. Once he's over the deck, I'll be braver.
So for me, it's really difficult not to want to just walk over and grab the controls.
Put yours down. Push it to me. I'm gonna go over there and do it for him in a minute.
But at that point, he wouldn't learn, and you've got to be able to count on a guy like George, and he's got to be able to learn.
No! You gonna get it over or what? Set it down. We win. We'll be able to get off the highway, keep everybody safe. Oh, let's do that! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Nice job.
I think George did a really great job today. He certainly picks up things quick, and he can tolerate me barking orders at him.
Eric, he said, I'm gonna let you run free. It's yours to screw it up or it's yours to make it happen, and I made it happen.
You just jump in with both feet. You gotta have that mentality to want to do this job, or you just won't be any good at it.
All clear and open now, eh? It's open, driver. It's open.
Next time on Heavy Rescue 401.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
With Gary away,
Come on, bite.
Kyle has to step up.
I just want to sit here and cry. This truck's more your speed, eh?
Yeah.
Two longtime competitors join to fight a muddy mess.
He's got something to prove here tonight.
And a big job at the end of the highway.
You don't get upside down very often at all.
Is in serious danger of falling apart.